Tied for 6th back in 2019 here. Beautiful putt. Already a winner this year on the KLPGA. 3 under par, only 3.
Decent speed. Around 11 on the step meter, as we said earlier on. And hey, Jin Choi. Wow. Even par.
Just a little observation I've made. Warren, you've probably noticed this as well, Kate. A lot of these players are using mallet-style putters. Seems to be more. Very straightforward pitch, plenty of green to work with.
Hit it, hit it, hit it! Oh!
It wasn't that easy though, Warren.
No crowds here in Busan this week, but boy, there was a bit of noise just then.
It's not easy to make good, aggressive, committed golf swings when you've got 2 or 3 layers on. Lovely chip there from Inbee Park. Perhaps the Koreans will be a little...
Major golf tour, Inbee Park.
Interesting when you watch Inbee putt.
Kate, and he hasn't played a US Open or a AIG Women's Open. Carnoustie this year with Anna Nordqvist when he hasn't played any of those majors out. Found some trouble off the tee, but recovers nicely. A third from long range there. Had to wait for the years ago here in Busan. As we head back to 9, Area Jatanagan up the hill. That putter might be...
Is to stay at 1 under. And no problem.
Here at the par 5. Just phenomenal from 10 to 15 feet in particular. And right on cue, Inbee, thank you very much. Just to emphasise the point.
Unbelievable. 64% of putts she holds from 10 to 15. Our leader, Ju Young Park, this to get to 7 under par. She seems to be putting for birdie every hole, and she's done it. 8th birdie of the round. That gives her a 2-shot lead. Geez, Kate, it's hard to believe her 9th season on tour, watching her play, that she's never won.
Very nicely indeed. This would move her to 4 under.
No surprise, Kate. 7th in birdies made in the LPGA.
And a green trying to get home in 2 here at 9. Slightly uphill second shot. That will be tough today, as we mentioned.
Give them a bit more of a mow this morning, so sitting down. And in these wet conditions too. The best of the 3 there from Hannah Green. Great chance of a birdie.
Beautifully done. Makes the turn in red figures, 1 under par.
The part was behind Jin Young Ko. Here is Min Ji Park. Oh, and almost hold it on the full. Follow that, she did.
No problem.
Makes her first birdie of the day. Gets it back to even par. Feed out to the hole and to 15, Soo Ji Kim.
Worth trying at home. Especially if you can putt like that. Lovely 4.
Surface.
Inside Min Ji Lee. And our leader rolls in her par putt, Ju Yang Pak, with an opening 65, has a one-stroke lead here.
Opportunity to pick up a stroke here. Back in 2019, this hole yielded 167 birdies. Well, that's a couple of pitch-ins we've seen, Warren.
And if you're going to do it at the Aon Risk Reward hole. Came out low.
Oof.
BMW 13 and 16. Pull to drive early.
Shot. Looks like she got right underneath that though. Fair amount of divot, popping it up in the air. And that will settle down quickly, but it's a chance for Hannah Green. 10, so this will be an interesting read. We've seen a lot of players scratching their heads trying to work out exactly which way it breaks. Hannah Green coming up a fraction short, so a tap-in par for the Australian. But yeah, a chance.
A couple of players missed this, a foot to the right. Can she get it correct? She's missed the other side. Good try though.
Unfortunately, we've seen that look a couple of times.
And this player just can't put.
Oh. Gosh, what a birdie that would have been.
Nice. Feeding around nicely.
This was Chun's third at the 11th. Couldn't replicate what's
Beautifully done. Another player who likes this venue, fourth 2 years ago.
Oh, and another birdie for Kim. Going along very nicely indeed. Couple of holes remaining.
16. And nicely read. On a good line. On a very good line. Dives in as well. There are birdies galore here suddenly at 16.
She's been playing well coming into this champ.
Has hit it left in these conditions. As I mentioned earlier, when you're wearing all these layers and it's a little bit cold, it's not as easy to turn your body through the ball, and a lot of the players tend to hang back and just do it with their hands and arms. Which
To get up and down on the 11th. It's a swing that is uniquely hers. Oh, but it's brilliant. Another great player from the KLPGA Tour, So-Mi Lee. And you can see why. Hitting shots like that, very...
desperately wanted at 11. She makes up for it here at 12. Beautifully done from the runner-up in 2019 here in Busan.
Had a couple of moments with it in the last couple of holes. This one, though, a trademark recoil kick as she reaches for the tee.
Yeah, but not for this to go left, which it has.
Beautiful pace and a terrific line. Didn't see that one coming after the tee shot. Zhang.
It's another player who gives it a mighty rip off the tee, and that left. Ooh, and
Stance. I think usually proves too much trouble for Inbee Park around the greens.
so it's normally Brad Beecher that caddies for Inbee Park, but Brad is actually in her house in Las Vegas watching the live coverage.
Excellent putt.
Lovely stroke to move within two of our leader, Ju Young Pak, here in day one of their careers on the LPGA Tour. In Ji Chung. Certainly trying conditions. This is looking better all the time. Feeding off the slope and almost in for two.
Goodness me.
And that putt will get our attention as well. Fantastic, going in with some pace. Good thing the hole was there to stop it.
Second shot here at 14, feeding off the slope that runs through the middle of the green. Runs between hole in one.
Very accessible flag for it today. 10 on in the centre. Inbee Park's better shots there.
Keeps those hands very close to her body when she putts Inbee Park. It's a stroke that repeats.
7-iron for Hannah Green.
Wing. So a little bit of rain, that's what a good caddy will help you. Keep you dry. And that is an excellent two from Hannah Green.
Top of the leaderboard in Ji Chun.
Touch.
There's a 5 here at 15. Fairly conservative third shot. This back right pin location today. An attempt blocking one into the water, so it'll be a par only. We'll say the scoring average at 15 will come down in the days ahead.
No, Lydia, what a player. We've been talking about her for years, haven't we?
Well, she could be thinking about it right now. Only an amateur, it was quite remarkable.
Yeah, she really, I mean, the
Mainstream about 8 or 9 years ago, wasn't it, Kate?
it was. I'd love to see you try it as well, Ewan and Warren. Maybe Sunday afternoon.
Ooh! You don't see a proper 360 too often.
Oh well. So reading the greens is going to be so different to how it has been earlier on in the week. But Se Young Kim getting a great read off that, and there's a
Plenty of club in hand here.
Yeah, not an easy flag for Inbee to find. She likes to hit a little bit of a draw with the irons. Where you'd expect it. Safely left of the flag in the middle of the green.
After the horrors of the, what are we going to call it?
Oh.
A one-footer she missed on the previous green, and now she drains that. Inbee Park, you are absolutely remarkable.
And what makes the tee shot even more difficult, Warren, you would have seen from the angle there.
of course. That's the big difference.
Very high ball flight from Hannah Green as he tries to work on around
4. Say her third birdie in a row here at 15. Remember, that's not her third shot, that would be her fourth. Remember, her layup was almost in the trees on the right.
This would move her to 4 under for the championship. Oh, well done. It's very nicely played indeed. Say she had a...
Oh, Jin Young Ko. It's still alive. The streak is still alive. Second birdie of the day to get to -1.
So you're telling me there's a...
Oh, and she gets it.
Perfect pace.
In around 1 over par 73.
A round that includes a triple bogey 8 at par 5 ninth. That's a nice way to finish, though, for Lydia Ko. Huge star, quite obviously.
Ah, that's how you... G Park, good start today, 2 under through
They
4
come dressed
holes.
for the occasion as well.
And a green. Moves to 4 under. She's touched in 3 bogeys today.
Nicely done. Bit of Billy May.
Look out. Danielle Kang on a mission this week in Korea. 2 back from our leader. An opening round of 66, 15th consecutive round in the 60s. For the moment, Inji Chun here with her second at 18. And that is a real wide given what we've seen from both of those in Florida, of course, including the Tour Championship and the race to the CME Globe.
Beautiful touch from Inji Chun. That wasn't an easy bunker. Beautiful roll. Great round, 65, 7 under par.
And only 1 behind.
Careful not to lose this to the right. That's not too bad a shot.
Well, it'd be wonderful for Hannah Green to finish with another birdie for the Australian. She's currently 4 under and has a very good chance.
Warren, they've missed it on the right-hand side. Same thing for Jatanago.
Again,
And the third player.
another, just not quite giving that pin high read dialed in. Looks like it goes left, just stays dead straight. It's a good opening round though. 68 for Hannah Green.
With these clubs.
Wind almost directly behind the players here on 18 at the moment.
Gives herself plenty of chances. Have a look at birdie. She's staring this one down. It's not going to have enough legs. That's going to be a tap in for Imbi, currently 2 under par. I always feel she's left a couple of shots out on the golf course. Of course, there was that wild 3-putt we weren't expecting to see at all. But that's golf, and that's what can happen.
To finish in the red, it's her first round in the 70s in 15 rounds of